Hello everyone, Pally over here. Welcome back to Diablo 3. I was sitting around thinking, you know, what video could I make? What could I get some views with? And obviously, this terribly old game was the way to go. Season 13 has just started on Friday. At the time of this recording, it's about 1:30 on Sunday. So we're a couple days in. I am Paragon level 104. I've completed the season's journey up to the point that you get your 6-piece set. So I'm basically just at the starting point of the season. This is the foundation that I'm going to be building on for the next month. I don't know. We'll see how long Diablo can keep my interest this time. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder. If you are playing and you want a community to play with, the Chicken Coop is always accepting new members until we run out of spaces. And then at that point, I'm going to be cycling out people who haven't played much. But if you're already in a clan, why the fuck are you trying to get in this clan? But there's been a lot of people playing, a lot of people talking, and it's been a pretty good time so far, in my humble opinion. So what is the Firebirds? What's it all about? Now, I do normally play a monk. Monk is my favorite class in the game, but monk starts out with their best set. So I didn't think there would actually be very much progression there, and I played Sun Wuko's set last season, so I wanted to try something else. The Firebird set is something that I've never really played, at least I don't think so. I think the last time we did a wizard season, I was doing Tal Rasha's, which was, God, a couple years ago at this point, when I actually was making videos for that. So how this set works is when you die, with the 2-piece bonus, a meteor falls from the ground, and instead of dying, you just come back to life with some damage around you. The 4-piece set, when you hit someone with fire damage, if you do this 3 times, it stacks up 3,000% of your weapon damage as a dot that will continue to tick away on the target that you hit with all 3 applications of fire until they die. So it doesn't really matter how much health they have, they're going to die eventually from this ability. And then our 6-piece set, your damage is increased by 200% and damage taken reduced by 3% for each enemy that is ignited. This can stack up to 20 times. You will always receive the maximum bonus whenever a nearby elite is ignited. So the playstyle of this build kind of becomes bringing an elite through a difficult rift with you, which is so strange. And I can't quite seem to do it, at least at the difficulties that I've been running. Now, again, you might be able to look at my gear and tell right away that we're super early on. This is not maximized or optimized in any capacity whatsoever. But I do have, to go along with my bonus, my 6-piece set bonus, I do have this etched sigil, which makes my life a lot easier. Got lucky with the drop here. Again, haven't re-rolled much of anything on my account at all. So, like, this is gonna get better. Don't worry, this is all gonna get better. But while I'm casting, you may be noticing that Wave of Force is being cast while I'm channeling, and that's from the etched sigil. So the way that I am applying my 3 stacks of fire damage is with magic weapon with ignite on it, which does fire damage. We just have to turn that buff on, attack something, and then they burn. And because we're using disintegrate as our primary attack, if I hit anything with disintegrate, as long as I have magic weapon on, they're going to take that application of fire. And because of the etched sigil, anything close to me, you know, within this range, is going to be hit with a 3rd application of fire. So very, 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 very easy for me to be stacking up everything that I'm doing. I do want to say that I'm approaching Wizard from a place of ignorance on purpose. I didn't do too much research coming into here, so the things that I'm doing may not be optimal, but I wanted to figure it out on my own. The goal for this season is to break Greater Rift level 100. Last season, we were playing hardcore on the monk. This season, we're definitely not, because fuck that. But I wanted to show you guys, you know, what a rift looks like. I did the Greater Rift 20 for the final chapter to get our set piece. So that's my best solo. We could do I don't know, a 25. My survivability still sucks, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. While I can get a lot of survivability from having those burning elites around me, bringing them with me through the instance is not something that I'm currently capable of because my damage is so fucking high. So you may have noticed there were a pack of blues there, and they were completely melted. So my survivability right now is just what you would have on a wizard, just walking around doing your thing. Whoa, just doing your thing normally, which is about like that. That's about what our survivability is right there. That was our 2-set bonus proccing. That was our 2-set bonus, allowing us to cheat death and be respawned as a meteor that falls back down to the planet. Obviously, the conduit is increasing our damage as well. Here, hold on. There is a very necessary reason to have diamond skin on this build, I feel like, just because, like, whenever I jump into a big pack like that, I'm immediately melted. Immediately. We also have a passive that allows us to use our teleport more often, our blink on our 1, or it's just called teleport, okay. And we are using the safe passage rune on that to lower the damage that we're taking by, I think, 25%. So I always want to have my teleport off cooldown, and if I do take too much damage, it is going to give me another cast of that if we get hit in melee just a little bit too much. But as you can see, I mean, the damage with this build is fine. I'm just living in a constant state of terror on whether or not I'm actually going to be killed at any given moment, which is weird, right? Now, keep in mind, all I've really played in Diablo over the past couple months is a Sun Wukong monk, which is, like, incredible. My favorite build in the game, like, ridiculous clear speeds. You're safe from everything because you're a screen away from it. And I do know that the meta build for this set that I can't think of the name of right now, Firebirds, is to go for meteor. I'm not sure what items actually make that meteor work well, but I do know that that is the way to play. So potentially I could hit stuff from a little bit further away if we did have that meteor going. But I don't know, it just kind of seems like I'm putting myself in harm's way right now. It seems extremely difficult to keep an elite alive because this is our damage. Why didn't he catch on fire? Okay, there he goes. The second he caught on fire, the second he was ignited by my 3 fire spells, he was just dead. There wasn't really much of an in-between. Ooh, missed some progress orbs there. And I'm living in a constant state of needing to keep my blink up off cooldown, and if blink isn't on cooldown, we have to diamond skin in order to live through a little bit more. It's definitely a really weird playstyle. Really strange. But like I said, I don't have a lot of the gear that makes this work. I'm still waiting for a lot of pieces to kind of fall together. I don't have any of the rings I'm planning on using. I'm assuming we're gonna use the Traveler set for our ring and necklace. I don't have that. Convection of elements, we don't have that. So there's definitely a lot of work to be done here still. Don't get me wrong. I did get an Ingium today, which is usually what I make a wizard alt to roll for. So I guess I'm not too surprised. They only have so many swords that they could possibly use, so getting the Ingium was really easy. So when we do eventually find another set to jump into, it should be pretty easy to get a speed build going because we already have one of the most important pieces. The Rift Guardian's here. Now, versus the Rift Guardian, I do have pretty decent survivability. But look at that damage. It's like over before I even know what happens. So that's a run through of the Firebird set. Like I said, not optimized in any way. Still have a lot of work to do on it. You could use a very similar setup to this to clear your Greater Rift 20 at the beginning of a season. If you are still trying to get your set bonuses, if you are playing a wizard, you can use something very similar to this setup and it'll work just fine. Audacity I'm using because most enemies are up close. Illusionist we're using to reset our teleport. Astral Presence we're using because we don't have a generator. So getting more arcane power back from this and back from our energy armor. That is the right rune, right? Incoming attacks that deal more than 3. Oh, I thought I was using absorption still. But I suppose this is good for my survivability. That's probably why I switched it over. I tried doing some Torment 8, Torment 9 stuff, and I was just dying right away. So I did swap that over. I was running with absorption. So you gain arcane power all the time, which is nice. Blur, so I take less damage. And then my 2 defensive skills here. And again, our 3 fire It's been working out. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just such a different play style from what I'm used to that it's definitely had a learning curve associated with it. And I just wanted to make a video early on in the season so I could give you guys that update, see where we go from here. It's always good to see the progress of a season, you know what I mean? See where you're struggling a little bit so that the sweet victories feel so much better. Now, I do want to try to hit the leaderboard this season. I will admit that it was a lot easier to hit the monk leaderboard because people can die. There's people already clearing 101s, which I am not anywhere fucking close to. I'm not anywhere close to a 65. So will we actually hit the leaderboard this season? Who the fuck knows? My overall goal is just to clear a 100, which would be the highest clear I've ever done. You know, I play Diablo pretty casually, so I feel like that goal's pretty good. On the hardcore leaderboard, it was like, maybe I could check. Last season, when the monk was at clearing 112s, 114s or something already, it was so easy to just be like, hey, I'm just gonna... Oh God, 93 is still up there. But look at this, look at this, look at this. You start scrolling down a little bit, a 35 is 182. You can get on the leaderboard for clearing a 1. That's a little sad, actually. It's a little fucking sad. Oh well, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back with more Diablo 3 this season. Once again, if you would like to join the Viewer Guild, just search for the Chicken Coop, and I would be happy to get you in here. And until next time, don't forget to be excellent to each other. Well, goodbye.